What the heck is going on with this CZ and Binance case with the SEC? I thought this was a done deal. He pleaded guilty, but apparently not. So the SEC filed a lawsuit against Binance and its former CEO, Changpeng Zhao. I apologize if I pronounce that wrong. I always say CZ. But now, according to John Stark, who's a former SEC attorney and somebody I've interacted with on Twitter, the deal might be off. But he's already admitted to all these things. I know it was under a plea agreement, so I'm just confused. So now some unsealed documents have taken are out, and there's this news article about it, and I'll link to it in the show notes. But essentially, there was a number of plea agreements that they made, including one where the SEC at any point in time for 3 years can go into Binance and check out any questions they might have. And I think Stark likened it to them, the SEC being able to wear body cams and watching Binance from 24/7, wherever they want, wherever in the world. It's very odd. I mean, they might have been, CC might have been caught with his hand in the cookie jar a little too many times. And from what I'm hearing, he knew about money laundering that was going on. And that's a big no-no, especially if they are tying it to Hamas or other terrorist organizations. So now Stark believes CZ is going to try and have this whole thing thrown out. And that's going to make for an interesting case. Maybe CZ's emboldened by what's happening with Ripple and Coinbase and the others, but those lawsuits have nothing to do with money laundering. Money laundering, he's going to get caught and he's going to get busted. People don't like helping terrorists cause terrorism. So my take is tokenization. I know we talk about crypto with Binance, but tokenization follows the rules. Tokenization is simply crypto that follows the law and is backed by real-world assets like real estate, which we do, and equity and debt, which my consulting company does. So big differences there. I am going to place a lot of this blame on the government, maybe not for money laundering, but for not providing clear regulations. We all know, anyone in the business knows, how unclear everything is. And it's not fair to those of us, especially some of us that sent in letters saying, hey, is this okay? And never receiving a response. So we need clearer regulations. So, let me just say in summary, just stay informed of what's happening on the crypto front. Crypto, I don't see it lasting more than a year or two. I think every company is going to have to become a tokenization company, especially if they're issuing tokens in the crypto sphere. There'll be some exemptions. I think Ripple's going to make it, Ethereum, Bitcoin certainly, but most of them are going to be securities, or they're going to have to be so dumbed down as to be a utility that the SEC wouldn't even go after, which is going to be rare because they're going after everybody right now. So that's my recommendation, and the big thing for U.S. investors, outside the U.S. it's much clearer, especially in Dubai, but for U.S. investors, U.S. companies planning to get into tokenization, planning to get into crypto, to be very careful how you do it. Must have security attorneys involved in every move that you make from here on out, which is expensive, which is going to block a lot of you from getting in.